Welcome to another Canon Flash recap. Today we are doing the Crisis on Earth X crossover. I'm so excited doing a recap on Monday. This is new. So, let's just jump right into it. I did not know much about this crossover this year. In the past, the crossovers have been pretty lackluster. And while I know they were really promising a bigger, better crossover this year, I still wanted to stay out of it as much as I can. I mean, typically the crossovers have nothing to do with the central story of the Flash. So, for me, it was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go in cold turkey. There's no reason for me to, watch the trailers and all that. So I've heard the name Crisis on Earth X, but honestly, I had no idea what it was going to look like, what it was going to be. And so I was just blown away. So I'm, of course, recapping the first half of the Crisis. We got 2 episodes tonight. And man, at first I wasn't even going to recap it. I'm like, how do I talk about all of that? But it was so exciting. I just got to. So I'm going to try my best. I think I'm going to start with the negatives. Overall, I don't have too many negatives with this crossover this year. I think there's some conveniency in leaving people out. It's weird that Ray isn't there. I mean, I get the rest of the legends, but Ray, has a very strong tie-in with the Arrow and Barry and them. So I thought he would be there. I was also wondering kind of where the rest of the Arrow crew was, but eventually they showed up in episode 2 and all that. But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird that everybody wasn't there. So that was a little weird. Iris, it doesn't matter if it's Flash crossover and oh my God. Like her with the wedding's fine, but I really wish they just take her out of the action. She is so out of place, out of character. She's not a tech hack. She's not anything. And that's annoying. Cisco being unconscious for the whole episode 2. Not a fan of that. Again, they're doing the convenience thing. It doesn't make sense. I think there's some, continuity issues, if you will, where you went through way worse. And so all of a sudden he's knocked out from that. That's a problem. Getting Wally West out of the picture, which I don't like Wally, but him just, not being around, too convenient. And then it's so convenient that Barry is back. And this is the problem with the crossovers every year, is that they do whatever serves the story in the crossover, and instead of staying true to what the season has been. In this season, Barry has been powerful. He has been a master of his powers. And this isn't even season 3 Barry. I don't even think I think it was season 3. No, it might have been season 2. Either way, Barry faced Eobard Thawne before. He faced him before, when he came back. And he easily beat him. That was Flashpoint, so that was season 3. Easily beat him. And so I just don't get why this Eobard Thawne all of a sudden can beat Barry 3 different times they fought, and he easily beats Barry. It makes it's convenient for the story. That's upsetting. And then I'm not even gonna touch how Eobard Thawne is still alive and he's in Earth X. I'm not even gonna go there. For that matter, Zoom should be alive somewhere. But that's a whole nother story. So those are kind of my main negatives. The continuity issues are a problem. They made it a little too convenient. But man, that is a small gripe compared to the amazing crap we have seen so far. The best part about this crossover is that for as lame as last year's crossover was, that's how great this year's crossover is. I will say that the CW listened to the fans, and, I could really only say that for the Flash, because I watched Flash, of course. I also watched Legends, and I just caught up on Arrow, but faithfully I only watched the Flash. But I can tell you, every complaint about season 3, has been not only rectified, they went the complete opposite. It is completely different than season 3. So they've listened to the fans, and we had a lot to say about last year's crossover, where it was just, it was like the Supergirl one was it was not part of the crossover. That was false advertising. And then the Flash and Arrow ones was just like, what is this? And then the Legends one was finally a crossover. So this year, this is a true through, like, everything crossover. I love the opening of it, how it was just all about Barry's wedding, and we kind of jumping around seeing where everybody's at, and they're all talking about the wedding. That brings everybody together. I love that. I love the music, the fun of it. It just feels, it's kind of not corny, but it is comic booky. It's campy, but that's fine for a TV show. That's perfectly fine. So I really love that. I love seeing all these characters together at the rehearsal dinner. The Sarah thing was so cheap, but whatever. Her and the other person. And like, oh, they're both gay. They should get together. But anyway, but everything else was great. Joe was great, of course. But just, it's kind of like I talk about with Avengers and Justice League in the movies. It just feels good to see your characters interacting with each other like people. And so that was just fun. And then we get to the fight scene, and I'm like, man, like this is gonna be good. I'm like, they really spent the whole episode on the wedding, but I'm ready for tomorrow. And then I find out we get a second episode. I had no clue. And so the second episode was even better. Oh my God. Like it's just, there's so much fun to be had. I mean, they really mixed it up. I mean, you had Rory like hitting on Killer Frost, trying to turn her to Killer Frost. That's fine. They did take small time outs though to dive into people's relationship dynamics. So of course Barry and Iris having their wedding ruined, but then you got this thing with Professor Stein and Jax trying to separate his Firestorm. You got Felicity and Oliver going at it. Now that, let's point out, was weird. Not Oliver, but Felicity out of nowhere saying she don't believe in marriage. I thought interesting concept, but they didn't dive into it. Maybe we'll get it later, but so far, whatever she said, her reasoning doesn't make any sense to me. So, that felt a little forced, but like I said, it's just nice to kind of see everybody having their own little moments. Supergirl seems kind of left out in the wind right now, but hey. So anyway, the, Earth X, we got doppelgangers. We got the evil Arrow. We got the evil Supergirl who are married. That's fun. Again, Harrison Wells or Eobard. And then Eobard Thawne is in Harrison Wells' face. And they have no good explanation for why. Oh, I just thought I'd wear this. That makes no sense. I really just think it should have been Evil Barry. Because I will say this as another mini complaint. I thought it was really fun to kind of have everybody have their chance at playing evil. It's kind of like when we did Earth 2 last year and all that, or the first time we did it. It's just like, okay, these actors get to do something different. What's her name? Melissa Benoist, Supergirl, is terrible as a bad person. While she is very whimsical and believable as Supergirl, she is horrible as a villain. Like, I don't get why, like, some scenes she has a Russian accent, some scenes she doesn't, sometimes it's German, she's bad. She is so bad at being bad. And Oliver is the exact same. It's like no difference. It's no difference because all he does is brood and pretend to be Batman. So seeing him as evil is not different at all. And maybe some fans will say that's cool because that just shows that Arrow is dual, I guess. I don't know. But I just really think Grant Gustin would have killed it as the evil Reverse Flash or the Earth X Reverse Flash, Reverse X Flash, whatever you call it. I thought it would be good. Having Thawne there, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, we love Kavanaugh's Reverse Flash, but I just thought that should have been Barry. But yeah, overall, like I said, this has been amazing. It's everybody's together all the time. It's not, okay, this is your episode. This is your episode. This is a true blue crossover. It's 4 episodes. It's a lot of action. They put a lot of money into this. We had some great scenes. I'm really loving it right now. Man, absolutely loving it. Can't really complain. So episode 1, I am going to give, man, I gotta give episode 1 like 100%. I didn't really have any problems with it. The problems kind of came in the second one. The second episode, still great action. Some parts was whatever, like the evil Oliver beating the, I don't know what they call Team Arrow was okay, I guess. But it's like, why didn't Canary use her cry? And how did Killer Frost get defeated so easily? That was stupid. And where's Diggle at? So, I don't know. So, the second episode, I'm gonna give like a 95 though. So, but 2 gigantically highly rated episodes for me. So, tell me what you thought in the comment section. What's your thoughts, theories for the next, episodes tomorrow? What do you think about these episodes? Thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you heard it here, it's official canon.